it's extremely concerning that we continue to see the closure of religious buildings up and down Wales. I'm sure all members here today will agree that faith is an important aspect of Welsh life. Religious buildings are often the heart of communities and at times bring all parts of our community together. Even for non-believers, faith is what many people reach out to in a time of need. And it's often these buildings that symbolise the importance of this faith and that support that faith has to offer. As someone who's been brought up through church as the son of a church minister, I know that whilst these buildings are merely structures to hold the church, the significance is beyond bricks and mortar. It's what they represent. It's these buildings that so often hold important family and community memories of celebration, memories of grief, and every emotion in between. It's these buildings that so often have been the gathering place through generations for support in dark times and good times. And I argue they'll need to be in place for future generations too. But sadly, as we know, and mentioned by Mike Hedges already, the future of many buildings of religion and of faith across Wales is not secure. And it's also sadly the case in my own region of North Wales, with many important buildings having an uncertain future. For example, St Mary's Cathedral in Wrexham, a Grade 2 listed building, is currently facing a worrying time, with the Cathedral Hall needing a full refurbishment and the heating system needing to be replaced. Also comes to mind is Llanruchan Church in the beautiful Conwy Valley, which many people claim is the oldest church in Wales, although I'm sure Mike Hedges may argue with that from a place somewhere in his patch. But that dates back to the 6th century originally. I mention this because these buildings aren't just important for our faith here and now, they're important to highlight our history and our nation's landmarks as well. The amount of history in these places is spectacular, and telling the story of a significant part of our lives and culture here in Wales. So as point 2 of today's motion states, now is the time for Welsh Government to work with all denominations in Wales to discuss the future of religious buildings, and most importantly, ensure they're here to stay for our future generations